Pink Slip, Church Folk Are the Worst Folk, Part 7. Knowing that I had hurt my mother that way impacted me in ways that nothing else has ever impacted me except losing my mother in 2020. And even when I lost my mom in 2020, it was still on my mind and in my heart if she understood how deeply sorry I was for that. Because my mom is the only person in my life that I know, regardless to what comes, regardless to what goes, she was going to stand 10 toes down for me. I can speculate as to why my spiritual mother did what she did. I can speculate as to why she took the position that she took. But one thing I know for certain, my mother would have never done that to me. And when I talk about my spiritual mother, it's with a heavy heart because, and I'm sharing this not to, pat myself on the back, but I'm sharing this so that to further demonstrate the love I have for her. She had a daughter, and she had told me dozens of times that people thought I was her daughter because of the way I engaged her, I treated her, I reverenced her. She told me that her family members would tell her, that Perez girl treats you better than your own daughter. And it's not that I was trying to do that or be in any kind of competition, but when I love, I love. And one of the things that I lost from that whole experience with my spiritual mother is the belief that older women were safe. I believe that older women were more mature. I believe that they would not be drama free, but definitely reduce drama because they're settled in life. I believe that older women wanted to see me win. I believe that older women wanted to champion me. I believe that older women were beyond that jealous and envy spirit because of their own life experiences and their connection with God. I believe that. But from that experience, I learned that I was very naive in my beliefs. So it definitely changed the way that I engage people, particularly seniors. It didn't make my heart callous, but it definitely made it more guarded. I definitely am more discerning, And I am glad that I was able to come through that experience without a stony, bitter heart, because that could have easily happened. Because I am an empath, if you know what that means. I'm an empath. And another thing that I learned was people are just people. And I had to really diminish or I had to lower my expectations of what to expect of people, if anything at all. And, you know, I kept one friend from that church. Because when I am hurt, I just want a new slate. I want to start completely new. I kept one friend from that church, but it was that friendship has been predicated on I don't want to hear anything about the church. I don't want to hear about who's doing what. I don't want to hear about who shot JR. I don't want to hear nothing about the people of the church. Now, just in conversation, when we're talking and something is indirectly related, something will come across my ear gate. And one of the things that did come across my ear gate is that pastor, the next year, after all of that blow up, it wasn't even like, let's say all this happened in November, December, January, February, March, April. Easter's in April. 5 months later, he stands up on Easter Sunday morning and declares his love for the mistress that was sitting the second pew from the front that he denied, and that they were engaged, and that he was getting a divorce. But Sister Perez didn't know what she was talking about. One of the other things that came to my ear gate is that it was said maybe Sister Perez knew something we didn't know. The other thing that came to my ear gate was that when this pastor who told me he didn't need me there and to get out, when he announced his love and devotion for the mistress and that they were engaged and that he was going to step down, it is my understanding a great deal of funds went out the door when he went out the door. Which was another thing I knew what was going on and why I didn't have respect for him. Because I was a trustee. Church folks can be some of the worst folk. Yeah, they're people too. But they're people too who try to hide behind a badge or a persona of righteousness. So, just be careful. That concludes this episode of Pink Slip. Church folk are not above it.